is a good thing. But fear of something else can be not so good, right? Because fear, as in worry, chokes us. It suffocates our creativity. It doesn't allow us to think in a certain way. Why? Because we are worried about a thing that has not even happened yet. Fear. Fear of the Lord is a good thing. Being fearful of something else is not to your advantage. Because whatever you are fearful of hasn't even happened yet, but you got this bad feeling about it. They say, whoever is fearful, you get to go home. Fear is a feeling that steals from the feeler. Let me say that again. There's many F's. Fear is a feeling that steals from the feeler. Here's what you do. Have them come by the stream, by this body of water. He had them come down. Some got down and drank mouth to water. Others with their hand. There's a difference. They were drinking mouth to water. They went from water to hand to mouth. These folk lost their focus. They were getting ready to go to fight. They were getting ready to battle 135,000 Midianites. They were not ready. Why? Because they lost their focus. These 300 over here, they got what they needed, but they were still ready. Why? Because they didn't lose their focus. They remembered why they were here in the first place. They were here to fight. They were here to defeat the conqueror who had been running reckless over them. When you lose your focus, you may lose your future. Because it was these who got all the way down, who were sent home to their own place, and they didn't get to experience the victory that was forthcoming, that they wanted to have and that they wanted to encounter. They survived the first cut. They survived the second cut, but they didn't survive the third cut. Why? Because they had lost focus. What have you been focused on all year long? Whatever it is, don't give up. Don't lose your focus, because if you lose your focus, you might mess around and lose your future. There's a book called The One Thing. And in that book called The One Thing, it talks about that many things are important, but all things aren't equal. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on, but you got to narrow it down to say, this is the most important thing I've got going on now. This is my one thing. Because those folk who choose all things have chosen no thing. Because you can't give to all things. You are a finite person. Got to make sure that you hone in and focus in. Remember when the angel of the Lord told Lot and his wife to leave Sodom and Gomorrah and don't even look back? Why? Because backwards was the starting line. Forward was the finish line. So you can't be looking back at what you come out of. You got to be looking towards what God is bringing you into. They say don't even look back, but not only don't look back, Lot, don't even stay on the same plane. Don't stay on the same level. Go up into the mountains. Why? Because in the mountains you'll find the blessings from the Lord. Not on the same level that you've been on, but you got to go higher. You got to climb higher. You got to do more. You got to sacrifice more in order to have what you got, what you know God has for you. You can't. Don't be complacent. Being satisfied with what you have. Go up higher, because that's where the Lord resides. And that's what he has in store for you. Opportunities abound in these next 17 days. Be careful. Be vigilant. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might for these next 17 days. Make sure you keep your eyes on the prize. This is day 348. I believe the Lord deserves some praise for that. For bringing us this far. I said, I believe the Lord deserves some praise. That he has kept us and sustained us and preserved. I said, I believe the Lord deserves some praise.